Hello YouTube. I have to make sure I keep my voice down. I just recently remodeled, I guess. All I did was just move my office from its previous location, which was about maybe 4 meters, 5 meters, uh, to the east, to the west. In other words, it was behind the other bedroom. Now it's behind this bedroom. This bedroom is mom's bedroom that she uses it for to keep inventory. So she does import and export of depending on the exchange rate, some things you can get cheaper here, and then my aunt will be able to sell it. But I hear the situation in Colombia is not that great. A lot of people are asking, can they make payments and this and that. But yeah, this right now where I'm at, this one strong gust of wind and this thing I put overhead falls right on top of me. I put it because on this side where I put my office, there's no like roof over it, so when the sun is out, I better make sure I stock up on H2O. But I drink mostly coffee and this right here, which I've been drinking since I was maybe 4 or 5. I wanted to say something, and this is it, what I want to say, which will probably be the video's title. You get more with sugar than you do with salt. I recently spoken with somebody who had to go to this clinic to get results for something, I forget, and it was taking a while, and the person just wanted to find out what was wrong, and allegedly, I don't know, somebody told me about it, but what they said was that they weren't getting nobody was giving them an answer, or they were saying, oh, you got another test to do. I don't know, it just was a bad experience. And then so I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, geez, this particular clinic must be, I try to be understanding, because I know a lot of medical staff, they work 12-hour shifts. They have to deal with, people that are not feeling well, and in turn, when people are not feeling well, they might also be not friendly, let's just say. So I thought, maybe that's what it was. But then the person who told me about it, they said that the person that went to the clinic had sent them a message, and they forwarded it to me, just so that I could see all the things that they, that they called that person because they wanted, I guess, to borrow money from them, and it's a buddy of mine, and he didn't have any money, and the person that had gone to the clinic got so upset that started calling him a whole bunch of things, which I could pull it up. Maybe I'll just age restrict this video too, because let's just face it, my life is not suitable for children. I'm, I mean, I'm not like rude to my child, but for instance, today I was walking by her room and she shares a room with her mom, and I heard her mom like yelling. I think she was talking on the phone, and she was just like yelling, and it was like with anger, and I felt bad. She should not have to be exposed to that kind of thing. But you know, what are we supposed to do? And also, the, you just get more flies with sugar than with salt, I guess. And I also found out that I've been getting scammed in with the one thing I can barely budget for, and it's actually hurting me a lot now because I, school's coming up. I gotta get uniforms and stuff like that. And the scam was that I was going to a pharmacy. The pharmacy was not listed as an in-network pharmacy for this insurance that I got. So, but they had the medication that I need and they had it in stock. So I said, you know what? They charged me the copay, which is what I would just normally pay if I went to an in-network pharmacy. But then they charged me like an extra like $50 or something, right? And this happened for 3 months, 3 months in a row. And it wasn't until I got a letter in the mail saying that the pharmacy will no longer be in network. And I'm like, it was never in network. And so I thought that was weird. And then I told the person on the phone, I'm like, oh man, what am I to do? Because this is the only pharmacy that actually carries the medicine and they fill properly. They don't have a dumb policy like Walgreens where they fill not on the 2 days early but 1 day early, because they start counting the day after you pick up your prescription. The state of Florida, they start their count the day you pick up your prescription. So if you pick up your prescription on August 1st, and let's say August 1st is a Friday, you would be able to get your refill on August 28th, which would fall on a Thursday. But with Walgreens, you're lucky if you get it on the 29th, which is precisely 4 weeks afterwards. And it's just 1 day early. But they consider it 2 days early because of their policy. Big chain pharmacies are just, and that is two reasons why I want to get my prescription as early as possible. One, because right now there's a big gap between when I see my doctor and I'm able to fill. I want to try to close it. That way I don't have to sit around, with the paper, because I'm still getting paper prescriptions. I'm waiting for my, the clinic that I go to start electronic prescriptions. And, two, because if every time that I'm able to feel a real 2 days early, whatever I have extra, I can save it in case of the future. Because I've gotten medicine stolen like 4 or 5 times already. That's why I don't ever walk around with it. And and it's kind of sucks having controlled substances, especially when there's addicts around you, because addiction is ugly. It makes people like, I don't know, it really changes their behavior and stuff like that. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I run out of, one of my controlled substances, so I might ask, someone I know that, usually when I ask it's because they got extra, from somebody else. And when I do ask, I just ask one time, and I usually expect to know, and then that's it. But some people, if you do not oblige with their request, next thing you know, you're getting texts like the one my buddy got from his friend that went to the clinic. Just texts that are just horrible. Addiction is such a horrible thing, but you know, that's the beauty of recovery, but you have to be honest with yourself. Are you dry? Which means that you just stop taking the stuff that, whatever, it's either illegal or you were abusing it, or are you really in recovery where you're working on yourself and you're trying to find, deep down what are the things that cause you to be the person you are, or cause you to behave certain ways, or treat people certain ways, that type of thing. Because until you don't find out, it's like the saying, know thyself. Get to know thyself, and hopefully, just like in the meetings, find your higher power. And the beauty of life is that love is. So have a good night, everybody. Ciao.